Kevin, Bash in Berlin is a mere few days away now from the time you're saying this. This is one of those shows which I remember vividly when it was firstly rumors. Oh, they're going to do a show in maybe Berlin. They're going to go to Europe. There's going to be a big PLA event.
Yep.
You start to get closer and closer. You know full well Gunther's going to be in a big time match, as he is, which we'll get to shortly. And they're going to do a number of big things. All in all, pal, I'll pass to you in a moment. My general thought, they put together a pretty decent show based on the PLE format they now go with for these international audiences. They got a pretty decent show, the fans in Berlin. Yeah, that's my first thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this show. I think it's actually going to be a really good show. It's 4 matches, and it's not what you got in Perth, pal. It's a slightly bit better of a card for what they're doing here in Berlin, Germany, pal. What they gave you in Perth, Australia, as you said right before we recorded, Rhea Ripley pouring Prime on Nia Jax. Prime fluid was poured onto Nia Jax by the hometown hero, Rhea Ripley. Here we've got CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a personal strap match. CM Punk's fighting for the honor of his dog, of his wife. Drew McIntyre is fighting for his career, and he's fighting to be the best, the absolute top of the world, pal. That's just one match. You got Gunther and Randy Orton, gonna be a banger. Cody and Kevin Owens gonna be a banger, and Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley versus Dirty Dom and Liv is gonna be a cinema, just littered with cinema, pal. Meanwhile, you were watching Rhea Ripley have pour fluid on Nia Jax.
Yes, pal. I had a jacked woman from Adelaide, Australia, covered with tattoos, pouring a questionable hydration beverage of fluid all over a 255-pound Samoan, born in Australia, but Samoan woman, Nia Jax. That's all I got to witness. That was my big marquee main event in Perth. But yeah, all things considered, all things being serious, Bash in Berlin, I tend to agree with you. You look at the card, and the matches are actually, match by match, it's actually quite decent. We'll get to the Cody and Owens match shortly in more detail, but you know, is Owens a great heel opponent for Cody, or one opponent you can really sink his teeth into? I prefer Owens being thrown into this position than Cody versus Solo. Solo just isn't good, so I'll take this over what we got at SummerSlam. But nonetheless, pal, can we just kick off with the big shabam, the big whammy, the big mozza, the match like I want to see, you want to see, your boy Damian Priest teaming with my Rhea Ripley, the Terror Tower, the Terror Twins, pal, as it says on Wikipedia, taking on the Judgment Day, Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, pal. It's Dirty Dom. This is going to be fantastic, pal. I want your opinion. Priest is your guy. You grew up a big Eddie Guerrero fan. Eddie's son's in this match. Dirty Dom. You got Liv Morgan involved, who the whole wrestling internet media just are obsessed with. Rhea Ripley, who could go down as like the greatest female star of this era when it's all said and done. What are your thoughts?
Well, you know, people are I think people are starting to get kind of sour on this. It seems like people are starting to get sour on this whole like Judgment Day implosion. I think people just kind of want to fast forward to Damian Priest and Fergie staring at each other and having a one-on-one match. Mm-hmm. I think this match is, yes, while it has been built up pretty well, that's undeniable. You know, you can't deny that. Right now, anything that Liv and Dom are involved in is really good. But I've seen the discourse on the internet and people are like, bro, can we just get Finn versus Priest already? Like, can we just get there? Please? Like, the storyline's been dragged out for like over a year now. And I gotta be honest, if this match devolves into just like Fergie distracting Damian Priest, and Damian's like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, Fergie, and like that's what we get out of this match, I'm gonna be a little disappointed too. I think it's safe to say that this is the weak part of the show from a match perspective. Like, you would think, okay, the two of the hottest acts in the company, Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. Then you have, Damian Priest, former world champion, Rhea Ripley, the hottest star. I don't know. How do you feel about this? Where are you at with this? Am I talking crazy? Am I like coming out from left field? Am I like for being lukewarm on this?
Lukewarm's the word. I mean, you can visualize. We all know what's going to happen. You'll have Dom and Liv will escape with a win, and they'll go off like like they've escaped by the skin of their teeth. They'll be making out on the aisleway. Like they will have won the match. They'll have like their music playing as Finn Balor's cost Damian Priest. Balor's ran down. He's done something. You'll have Damian Priest glaring at Balor, yelling at him, "F you. I hate you," yada yada. Balor's like, "Ha ha ha, I'm the prince. I wrestled in Japan." Yeah, so when you know what's going to happen, it's a bit hard to really get like, oh my god, so into it. The match itself in the ring will probably be a fine match for 12 to 15 minutes, and then they'll do this ending with some referee shenanigans, some garbage. Finn will run out, maybe Dom will get a roll up, or Liv will roll up Rhea, or there'll be something. There'll be a non-conclusive ending where you'll have Dom and Liv win the match, I guess, in the record books. And then you'll have, Fergal and Damian Priest can continue building their match. That's all this is. And that's fine. It gives Dom and Liv another win. Cool. And it continues the build. So it'll have its place. It won't be bad. It's just sort of there, as you say. That's sort of what you're hinting at. It's not like, oh my God, yes. Oh my God. But it's not like bad, in my opinion. It's just sort of there.
Yeah, it's just kind of there. Yeah, I didn't think that we really needed this match on this show. Maybe the spot could have gone elsewhere. Maybe, the new US champion, LA Knight, could have a match. Maybe the new Intercontinental champion, Braun Breaker, could have a match here.
Mm.
I think what this match is going to accomplish could have been done in a backstage segment at this show. Or they could have had a talk show segment with this. You could have had Grayson Waller talking to Dirty Dom and Liv and say, why Dom? And you just get more drama. Like, I don't know if we really need this match. That's kind of where I'm at with this one.
No, fully. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to peel the apple, pal. If your core is going to be Damian Priest versus Finn Balor, and you're trying to get there, there's a bunch of different ways you can get there. You can cut it, you can peel it, you can throw it in a blender, pal. However you want to get that apple to the core. But yeah, I guess they're going for like the way of the match here. I personally would like to see LA Knight or Braun Breaker in a match. Personally, I like to see if one of them gets added. I mean, these are the mid card champions. There's no way them winning the titles and just never defending them on PLEs. Have them on a PLE.
Yeah.
Even if that's a 5-minute Braun Breaker squash match, it's not going to overload or convolute the card. You throw a nice title match, Braun Breaker versus whoever. Braun Breaker has another convincing win. Yeah. Just to give that to the PLE audience, because there's quite a few people who only watch PLEs, who don't watch the week-to-week show, so they don't have time or they're not as into it. Showcase them, but nonetheless, Dom and Liv win, and then you move on with the build.
Yeah, let's talk. Yeah, I agree. Dom and Liv are gonna win, and we'll get some shenanigans. All right, let's talk about Cody versus Kevin Owens. So that is, we've already said this before. Cody's gimmick is, hey, I'm on every show, I'm on every PLE, I'm on every SmackDown, I'm at every house show, I do interviews, I'm the workhorse, I'm the new Cena, basically. That's Cody's shtick, with his own unique spin on it. But he's basically like, the guy that Cena parade. I mean, the guy that WWE parades out there on the talk shows, and like how Cena was back in the day. And Cody, Cody does not need to be on this card. You don't need it. All you need is a proper World Championship match between Gunther and Randy Orton. That's the only representation you need of the World Championship belt. If Cody wanted to, he could take this off. So I'm appreciative here that we're gonna get a good match from these two guys. Cody's on fire right now. Every match Cody has is excellent. In ring, the storytelling's good. This one, the story's kind of simple. There's not too much here to really like critique or to analyze or to look into. It's just Kevin Owens is a tweener. He was helping Cody before. Now he's like, I don't know about you, bro. Just kind of what Kevin Owens does. He's a utility guy, plug and play. There's bigger and better things on the horizon for Cody. And this match probably be a 4.5-star match when it's all said and done. 4 3/4, maybe even a 5-star match. Who knows? It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. And it is a treat for the Berlin crowd to get to see the Universal Champion. Or what is he now? He's the undisputed WWE Champion. They got rid of the Universal, right?
Something, yeah, I lose track. Yeah, he's the undisputed WWE champions. Well, Wikipedia's got. I mean, he's the belt. He's the title holder in the company. Yeah, look, I tend to agree. I mean, realistically, what this is a way for the crowd in Berlin there who are in attendance, the European crowd, to have a big Cody Rhodes title match facing Owens, a very reliable guy. Look, we discussed this in our is there any opponents left for Cody video? And obviously, yeah, we know they're biding time before the Randy Orton feud, and Cody's having his run with the belt. He's wearing the suits and all that. I'm not yet in the camp that I think Cody should be a heel, but 2025 at some stage, I think Cody should go heel, especially with the landscape of WWE now. I mean, we've discussed this. Roman Reigns is back as the all-conquering babyface. Roman's merch sales were through the roof as a heel, let alone his merch sales as a face. He's not getting any monstrous reactions. He can still appear on talk shows. Like he's too exclusive. He can't do that. You've got plenty of other guys coming through the wings. There's depth in this roster now, thanks to the way the show is booked. So, yeah, when I look at Cody, I think, he has his title run. He's the Randy Orton feud because that's like the feud you do with Randy Orton, being sinister, being nasty, heel Randy Orton being like, I never loved you in 2009. You're a utility to me. I've never been your friend. You think you're my friend. I'm not your friend. When you came over at Thanksgiving, I tried to poison your turkey. I hate you, Cody.
Jeez.
F you. Every time you leave a room, I smile. Every time you leave a building, I get happy. Whenever I'm in the WWE backstage and you're not there, like the company's better. F you. You're like, whatever. Randy can just go off, get all sinister, and then they can do like a 4-month hated program leading into a big match at WrestleMania. That's clearly what they're waiting for. My opinion is, I get what they're doing. I get showcasing Cody and Owens, having a good match for the Berlin crowd. I understand. I get it. That's okay. Personally, I'd still just keep Cody involved, not riding Roman's coattails, but involved in something Bloodline, because the Bloodline storyline is the decade-defining storyline in this industry. This is the storyline. This is the Austin McMahon, the storyline that's going to define the careers of everyone who's been a big star from this era. Even if it's like a Cody talk show segment, I had to watch one in Perth. Berlin should have to get one. All right. If I had to sit there and watch Cody come out in a suit and talk to Grayson Waller, you should have to watch it, Berlin. Anyway, do a segment. Have Cody coming out there being like, look, you can really drum this up. Look, I've been asked many questions about where I sit now that Roman Reigns is back as a good guy. Now that Roman Reigns is back, am I on the same page as Roman Reigns? Are we going to be buddies from now on? Am I going to fight him again? Where does The Rock fit into this? Have some segment where Cody's, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Solo can come out there. F you, Cody. You screwed me over at Summerfest. Roman Reigns got involved. I was cheated. I deserve a rematch. And you hear, Roman comes out. The Berlin crowd's roaring. Superman punches Solo again. Cody goes to shake Roman's hand. And Roman walks away, or whatever you want to do, just something. Something fresh. Cody doesn't need to be wrestling matches every time. If you have Grayson Waller there, is he going to shake his hand? And then he doesn't, and Grayson's jumping up and down like a 6-year-old. Oh my God, he didn't shake it.
Oh my
You can do a very good segment just with that. And that way Berlin gets to see the entrances, see the stars. This match is pointless.
Pal, are you just bitter that you didn't get to watch Cody wrestle?
Yes.
Is that what this is?
Yes.
You sound very bitter. Do you like that I bring this up almost every international PLE that we cover when we're doing the preview?
So Roman Reigns didn't even come here. The Rock didn't come here. Cody came here in a suit and did a promo that they did on Raw the week before and SmackDown the week after. Rollins came out and did nothing.
Wait! Don't forget, you got to see Austin Theory too. I mean, bro, WrestleMania 39 curtain jerker.
Oh my!
The man that defeated John Cena, pal. He defeated Dom's
the guy
brother.
who was the guest on Club Shay Shay.
Yeah, he beat the guy with the fake Lambo.
Pal, I can't believe. But my creative pitch is pretty good. That this should be a talk show segment with Cody. This shouldn't be a match. Pal, if I was Paul Levesque, pal, well, first, I wouldn't want to be. He works like 23 hours a day. If I was Paul Levesque and I'm booking this card, I'm doing an IC title match. I'm doing a US title match instead of Cody defending against Owens for no reason, just for the sake of defending it against a babyface. I do that talk show segment where you tease that Roman Reigns, tease the Cody stuff, tease Solo, maybe Fatu is there, or like he's watching, and like maybe like you tease some stuff. Maybe Cody Rhodes mentions Brock Lesnar by name, and that's like, oh, I don't know anything, but whatever. Let's move on.
Oh man, I love it. Jimmy's so salty, pal. So yeah, Cody's gonna win and be hugging the fans and the patrons in Germany, kissing babies, giving out his t-shirt, signing autographs, and the fans will go home happy, pal, with Cody holding up his undisputed Universal Mustard Gold Championship. And yeah, on to the next match. So Gunther is going to face Randy Orton. He's going to defend his newly won World Heavyweight Championship. And what is this? So if Orton wins the title, he'll be transferred to Raw, and Gunther will be transferred to SmackDown. Okay, interesting stipulation. But Randy Orton's been on Raw, like the whole. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I guess we're getting back to the wild card rule, pal. The wild card rule there, John. Oh, he can show up on Raw. No, he can show up in NXT, John. No, he can show up on Main Event. Oh, he can show up on Saturday Morning Slam.
On Superstars, pal. He can have a match for the Speed Championship on X.
Yeah, so we're back at this stage. Like, I don't even know what the stipulation. I don't know. Whatever. I digress. I'm not gonna get caught up harping on that. So Gunther versus Randy Orton. We saw this match at King of the Ring. Was that Saudi Arabia? King and Queen of the Ring? Yes. That was Saudi Arabia. Yes. So like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, whatever. Yeah, that Saudi Arabia got a pretty good card, pal. But Perth, you got hydration liquid being poured on Nia Jax. That's what you saw, pal.
I've got the Elimination Chamber where you physically can't see anything from your feet because the chamber is so bloody it's hard to see through. So I'm just sitting in the stands watching on a big screen.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I got to watch Roman Reigns have a fatal 4-way match with 3 of the top stars in WWE in St. Petersburg. I got to cheer on Jade Cargill as she made her main roster debut. Jordan Grace. I got to see Cody Rhodes win the Royal Rumble and point at Roman even though he wasn't supposed to, pal.
And I'm like, I look at the kickoff match from back at Elimination Chamber. Our crowd, we were so hot, so into it. We were booing Kairi Sane and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors, like they were 2010's Alberto Del Rio. We were just smashing them with boos. We were so into it. And the reward we got as a card was Nia Jax, pal, having prime liquid poured on her. Horrible. Anyway.
All right, so yeah, so Gunther versus Randy Orton. We witnessed this match already in Saudi Arabia a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are getting it again. I actually think Orton's a pretty good first opponent for Gunther. Honestly, I think this is going to be a good match, regardless that we just saw it a couple months ago. What do you have to say about this?
I mean, you've touched on a lot of it. This is your hometown guy having a match where he'll be unanimously cheered and he'll win. But then again, maybe he won't be unanimously cheered. Maybe you'll have Orton will come out. You'll have the whole crowd singing. I hear voices going. I see painting. I hear voices, and Randy will be like, yeah. Randy like vibing the entranceway, like 300-pound Randy Orton now. Like, and what are your thoughts on bulked Randy Orton? He's like 300 pounds. He's clearly like he's eating the good stuff, pal. Randy Orton.
Well, is he using the same doctor and diet and regime that Dwayne Johnson uses?
The same nutritionist, pal.
Yeah, he's eating the protein pancakes, pal.
Pal, who is Randy Orton's nutritionist?
Protein pancakes, protein French toast with bananas and strawberries, pal, with Terramana tequila on the side. Is that what Randy Orton's eating nowadays?
Now, Randy Orton's drinking Zoa. If you've made it to this part of the preview and you're in the comments, comment Zoa.
Oh no. Yeah, he put down the Red Bull, pal. He's drinking Terramana. Oh
Oh
my
my god.
god.
Anyway, pal, all seriousness, yeah, Gunther wins. Lol.
Yeah,
This will
Gunther
this will
wins.
begin
Lol.
Gunther's this will begin Gunther's year and a half long run. I don't know. I just want to watch this match and see signs from Gunther that there's going to be like depth to this world title run, and this isn't just Jack Swagger having a good title reign.
Oh god.
Like,
Wow, Jack
you know,
Swagger. Wow, that's interesting.
now,
That's a
Jake Hager, pal, he's a great wrestler. He's a totally good
interesting.
athlete. Pal, the ring was sacred to Jake Hager. The ring's sacred to Jack Swagger, pal. He's a patriot.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think this
Anyway.
is good. Yeah, anything you want to add to this? To Orton
Not
and
really.
Gunther?
I'm just pissed off like every listener by comparing, even throwing the thought of Jack Swagger out there in the same sentence as Gunther. But nonetheless, that being said, pal, can we talk about the big one?
Yes, the match that the guy that you didn't get to see in Australia in Perth because
Yes, I think
he
it's
tore his
Punk Guard,
triceps.
I didn't get to see like anyone. I got to see Randy Orton and like
Bobby
Co-
Lashley.
Cody wasn't even at the press conference because he was still on the 30-hour flight over. So I got to say, yeah, Logan Paul, yeah, sure. And I got to say Randy and then I guess Cody eventually at the show. And I guess Rollins, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, so yeah, so
Triple
we
H?
got yeah,
Yeah,
so
go
we
on.
got CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a strap match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we've seen these two guys get very personal,
Yeah.
very very personal over the last since SummerSlam. Most notably was when they were at Fanatics Fest, and there was the FCM Punk chant going, and McIntyre was talking all this smack during his interview. I mean, it's getting crazy with these two guys. They're beating each other up seemingly every single week on TV. McIntyre is wearing the bracelet, Proud Pal. He's got the Proud Family Friendship bracelet. It's getting ugly. This match is gonna be. Do you think we're gonna see blood?
If I have to pick what they're going to do, they'll have something with this band, and McIntyre will be like, talking crazy to Punk, like going to crazy areas. You only have to Google it, pal. And like an AEW and MJF brings up Ospreay. McIntyre will be talking crazy about Punk's wife and the dog. I think there'll be blood, yes. I think Punk will be bleeding. I think what will happen is McIntyre will say something or do something that's just like, oh my God. Punk will snap and like choke McIntyre out with the strap. And McIntyre will pass out. And then Punk will tab all the corners and win the strap match. And people go, oh my God, is Punk going heel? Oh my God. And like, so that way the series is leveled 1-1 pound. Then they can set it up for a crazy Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood or whatever show in October. That's what I think they're going to do. I think McIntyre goes so overboard. Punk will literally choke him out with the strap and then win. That's what I think they're going to do. Because, I mean, the feuds at that point, this isn't like when you had Edge and Randy Orton in 2020. They're a month into a feud. All Randy Orton said one time was, oh, Beth Phoenix is your wife, pal. And then all of a sudden they're doing the spot in the gym that was compared to Chris Benoit at WrestleMania 36. They're not going to that level. This actually is so heated, so personal. It's a strap match. Pal, I ask you this. Are you excited? Will you have your strap ready for this match? Are you going to be Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this match, pal.
Yeah, pal, we'll have the straps out for this one. We're that excited.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is gonna be match of the night. I don't think there's really any debate or any. Is there anything there? Any other discussion? No, this will be match of the night. This is what we've been waiting for since we had CM Punk's return in November. Now we're getting it. Now we're getting CM Punk's run now. He and McIntyre, they're gonna do some cool stuff. This is gonna be good. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna be fun. I agree with you. I think Punk's gonna win. It's gonna be 1-1, and then Punk will he'll vanquish the evil McIntyre at Hell in a Cell in front of Atlanta Pal, in front of Metro Boomin in Atlanta, and Punk will be roaring. And yeah, that's where we are. So yeah, and I just want to say this too. We're recording this like a week before the show, so there's only 4 matches right now.
Yeah.
Do you see like a 5th match being added? Do you see anything in the works?
Well, I've read some articles about this, about different things they could do. I've seen people saying they could do Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser as like a kickoff match. Because obviously they're both European, I guess, and the crowd would probably like that. And if I was European, I'd be down for that. So they could just throw that in and maybe a women's tag title match. But as we say, like I think, I'm pretty sure you agree, yeah, you should have an IC title match on here or a US title match. Like, if these guys are going to win the titles, these, it's that SummerSlam and these PLEs, showcase them. Bring the belt to Berlin. Get it some airtime. So I don't know. I think they're gonna add one more thing to this show. I think maybe a kickoff match, another match, but at this stage, yeah, like the core four matches are set, pal. We know what we're gonna get. We're all strapped, we're all ready to go. Should be a gripping show.
Oh yeah, exactly. So you excited for this show, pal? Where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably a 7. And like I remember, I think for SummerSlam, I was about a 9 or a 10. But for this, I'm about a 7. I think the show should be intriguing, entertaining. After talking about it for 30 minutes and pitching how I do things better for like most of these matches, I kind of am less excited because I'm like, well, they could be doing this, they could be doing that. The usual like fantasy booker, armchair booker, like, thinking. But nonetheless, yeah, it should be a good show on the night. Should be entertaining. The strap match is the match I'm most looking forward to. That's going to be unreal. That's going to be fantastic. That's heated, personal. It's going to be violent. And parts of the match, McIntyre's going to have the strap, and like I'm sure Punk will have someone he knows in the front row, and they'll have Punk like reaching out and like, please help, and then McIntyre whip him with the strap, and Punk's like, ah, and Punk's like screaming on the ground, and like Punk's like he's like I'll get the camera shot, like HD 4K camera right at CM Punk's face. Punk hits the strap, like Punk's screaming.
Oh my
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then Pella did the same one. Like, McIntyre's getting choked with the strap, the 4K camera in McIntyre's face, WWE 8K cameras, and he's like, it's gonna be brilliant. I can't wait.
I love it. Yeah, I can't wait to. It's gonna be a fun show. I'm gonna be tuned in. It is, I love the format, 3-hour PLEs, 4 to 5 matches. I love it. It's a beautiful format, and we got really some heavy hitters here, man. Gunther, Orton, Cody, Kevin Owens, Punk and McIntyre, and then the tag team match with all the star power in there. This is all killer, no filler. It's gonna be a boom, boom, boom show. I do hope we get, an Intercontinental title match, a US title match. I would love to see, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see like Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. Not Logan Paul. LA Knight versus AJ Styles, something like that, for example. But whatever. It seems like this is gonna be the 4 matches that we're rolling in there with. And yeah, I'm like at a 7.5, maybe even 8 for excitement. And yeah, with that said, pal, anything you want to say before we go around the world?
Just to recap, at least, everyone attending the show in Berlin, think you could have been going to Elimination Chamber with like none of the stars. Like you're saying stars at this show. So that being said, pal,